Mardi Gras a few years ago, and there wasn't really anything from Victoria, so I thought it's probably, it's a big city, why not have a big diverse group from Melbourne go up there.
I've been involved with Vic Presence for about 9 years. I know it's been going longer, 10 years of course, but it was after their first year that I actually heard about Vic Presence and decided, I think that's a group I'd like to be with.
I've been involved with Vic Presence for approximately 6 to 7 years.
Well, I've been involved with Big Presence right from the start, 10 years ago.
I actually started with Vic Presence in the 2003 year when the music stopped.
I've been involved with Vic Presence for 10 years now.
Well, we chose Chris Backus in the second year. The first year we had Scott.
The tradition continues. Dykes on bikes leading off the 20th Mardi Gras parade. Over the years, it's grown into the biggest nighttime street celebration in the world. And this year, more than 700,000 people packed Sydney's east to watch the party go by. This year's parade icon, a politician not famous for too much tolerance.
Please explain, please explain, please explain.
Well, Pauline, it goes something like this.
This is Victorian Presence. It's the tales of the city, and it's been inspired by another writer, Armistead Moffat.
Just look at the pride. Just look at the proud. Look at the proud faces of these people. They are loving it. Oh, he's having it too. What's this like? What's this like for the people at home? Try and explain to us what's like.
Fantastic! And it's the Victoria. Perfect Victorian discipline, the straightness trained to perfection. Congratulations to Premier Jeff Kennedy. You've got Victoria by the...
Greg from the committee found through a friend another choreographer, and then she realised that it was just too big a job to do, and she said, look, I can recommend Chris Backus. He's got a studio, he's the best choreographer and dancer in Australia.
The best year was when our professional choreographer started with us, Chris, and onwards. Every year is good year.
Now, it's a funny story, the way that I got involved with Vic Presence, because I was dating this girl called Margie, and Margie was offered the job of being the Vic Presence choreographer. Unfortunately, Margie doesn't dance or choreograph, so she said to me, why don't you take the job on? And that's how I met Peter and all the boys initially, Peter and Greg and Bruce. And from there, I started choreographing the Vic Presence marching people from Melbourne. I know that some people come into the group and they can't really do the moves. They think they can't do the moves, but by the end of the rehearsal period, everyone's got the moves. You know, it's choreographed and staged in such a fashion that, you know, you'll be able to get the movement by the end of the rehearsal period. So there's no torture for me. It's just a joy from go to woe.
Vic Presence, who's one of the entries from Melbourne.
This is my second year with Vic Presence.
How you doing?
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Now, you've put together a lot of the costumes for the parade, yeah?
Yes, I have. It's been quite a bit of work, but as you can see, it looks great and it's all worth it.
So listen, party people, while I got your attention, there's a few more things I'd like to mention. My name is Crystal, but they call me Dimple D. Ain't a female in the world who raps like me. So listen,
I can see hair and pants here, and this makes me think this is I Dream of Jeannie.
I enjoy it very much, so I dream of Jeannie that year. It was very nice.
An entry from Vic Presence, Melbourne's premier lesbian and gay performance group, aging 19 to 50. Now they're pushing, well, you know, there's a lot of fun here, but there is a political message, and this is one of the groups pushing it, that we're all dreaming of something. Equality at work, acceptance, we're just having a great time.
They've come a long way from the days where you couldn't even see Jeannie's navel on television. Here they are in the gay and lesbian parade.
I think one of the most challenging ones was the genie. When we did the genie routine, I think that sort of, you know, sometimes I take on some steps that are really challenging for people, and what I have to do then is I have to cut them back a little bit. So, as we were discussing before, Steve, you know, 75% of what I do is set, and then I have 15% where I have a bit of leeway where I can choreograph, I can take a bit of the choreography down, you know, make it a little bit simpler. Because sometimes I do go, as a dancer and as a choreographer, you go for a bit too much, and then some people just can't get those steps, and you have to bring them back a little bit, and that's fine, you know. I mean, you can't be precious about a step, because if you are, you know, you can, you know, run around like an idiot going, oh, you've got to do the step, you've got to do the step. Well, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is the overall look of the choreography.
You know, when you sing I Dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, I wasn't thinking of it on someone's stomach. And yet there it is, and it looks good.
They go for well-designed costumes, the I Dream Obs.
The I Dream Obs, as you now know them.
The I Dream Obs, very good friends of mine. They don't want to expose everything.
And I bet this lot wouldn't say, Master.
But they've got some nice knickknacks, bottles and things.
Yes.
I love dancing publicly with the crowd. I think it's that one opportunity where, as compared to Melbourne, a lot of us can go to Sydney, we're not known, we can hide in the crowd, but we can get out there and just do our thing, and it's like selling snow to the Eskimos or ice to the Eskimos. We're out there, we can do it, we can show off, and everybody's for us.
Darling, can I borrow your handkerchief for a minute? Thanks, Pet. Something always comes in useful.
Oh, Tina, I think, you know, for a work experience little host out there, she's doing amazingly well. She's lined up more dates than we have.
Oh, look, I'm happy to swap positions if that's at all possible. This is the Spice Up the World, well, dancers, I guess you'd call them.
Now here we have 60 people in gorgeous outfits. Bit of choreo there for you.
Fantastic choreo with a bit of maraca work, that never goes astray. These costumes were designed by Peter Paridis. And the choreographer of this is actually straight. Chris Bakers, he's danced in Cats, West Side Story, and has his own dance studio.
You know, it's rumoured that I'm straight. I really don't know, and I really don't care what I am or what I'm not. It doesn't really matter. You know, I'm a person and they're people and everyone's a person, and we just get on great and we have a good time.
I've been a performer and I've been on a past committee. It's a group that has every culture you can think of, every nationality you can think of. We go ahead, we join in and just have a good time.
Vic Presence is not only a group that involves everybody and welcomes everybody in. The sheer community aspect of what Vic Presence provides to people is beyond words. I mean, I have lifetime friendships from Vic Presence. People that inspire you, not only just for the march and during the march, but throughout the year. So you gain lifetime friends. I mean, you know, it's fantastic.
Well, I found Vic Presence to actually be a real mixture, again, of of course, a large percentage of gay men, but also just lots of really gay-friendly people. There was quite a few girls, I think, in this group that this year that probably weren't gay, but we just had a ball together.
My favourite music through the 9 years of Vic Presence has been Kylie Minogue. On a night like this, I think that was, what, year 2000, 2001? It was just a next level up with our performances and our music level, and the crowd appreciated it.
I'm a bit nervous, but no, we'll be all right.
I'm scared of getting it wrong.
I'm fine, thanks. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Party.
It's a fantastic feeling to be here tonight.
My favourite year as far as music was concerned, and the reaction of the crowd, was the year that we did On a Night Like This by Todd.
I think I enjoyed Kylie On a Night Like This. I thought that really worked. That was the easiest year I've ever done. Everything just fell into place, and yeah, that was a great year.
I put to everyone that the fact that it was Mardi Gras, and I don't think sometimes that fun element of Mardi Gras comes out. It's always a political message, so maybe we sort of came up with the Latin theme this time to sort of go along the lines of the Mardi Gras in Brazil or Buenos Aires, wherever they hold the damn thing, and so we came up with a Latin theme, which is the Ricky Martin sort of stuff that we did.
Hang on to your hats.
One of the reasons I chose to do Mardi Gras, the Mardi Gras parade this year, was my birthday is in March, and starting last year, I decided to make my birthday a time when I did something for myself that was maybe a bit out of my comfort zone, something that was just really different, really out there. So on my 35th birthday, I went skydiving. On my 36th birthday, which was this year, I danced in the Mardi Gras parade.
When I first heard the song Can't Stop the Music, I thought, oh, village people, so gay. But then I thought, it's the Mardi Gras, let's do it. But then, of course, I just wanted to dress up like the construction worker.
watch out and hold on.
I actually started with Vic Presence in the 2003 year when the music stopped. All I remember is those little tight silver shorts.
The music stopped, yeah, and the day you can't stop the music. Well, the music did bloody stop, didn't it? So that was funny. That was funny when the music stopped. But we had enough tenacity and enough juice within us, all of us, to keep going on the night, and we kept going, and that's the testament to the troupe and the testament to the people that are involved in the troupe. So.
Well, we all sort of go back to that one year where we stopped the music. Being on the committee that year was absolutely amazing. I learned a lot about myself and individuals around me. But when the music stopped, and just to have the song, You Can't Stop the Music, that was probably one of my worst years as far as song goes, because we didn't hear the rest of the song. But still, that year was still amazing because the people within Vic Presence held their heads high and they kept going. So music or no music, we kept going.
Unbelieving when the music stopped.
But we don't think of negative points, like the one year when the lights went kaput. When the generator failed, that was very disappointing for the committee, because I know how hard they worked, and it was just one of those things that could have happened to anybody.
Can't stop the music, village people. It was a brilliant routine. The crowd loved us. Everybody could do the performance. We got through to Taylor Square and we stopped the music. The crowd didn't. They kept on singing with us. They kept on dancing with us. Like, you can't stop the music, but we did. Gee, that was a hard year. Being the committee and trying to keep everybody going and being on top of it and looking forward, I think that was a hard year.
Something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Instead of having a detrimental effect on Vic Presence, I think it just showed how professional we were, because we just kept dancing and we sang, and I think the crowd were impressed because they were clapping as we did that, knowing that the generator had failed. But we kept going, the show goes on, and we got to the end, and people saying we're doing it next year. It was just amazing.
It was the most innovative Mardi Gras I've been in. It was absolutely fabulous and everyone had a ball.
They stopped the music, but not really. You can't stop the music. They were fantastic.
I love Vic Presence.
It was great. What we actually did was fantastic.
I got involved in the committee because I was fortunate in having businesses that were able to supply some of the costume and so forth for Vic Presence. I've also got a musical background, which is why I'm sitting at this piano, and I felt that could also help Vic Presence. I was very keen to continue to go with Vic Presence from one year to the next, and it was sometimes hard to find people who were prepared to do that in the earlier years, and so that's why I ended up being involved with the committee and thoroughly loving it.
I have become an honorary committee member through the years. They've put me on the committee. I don't turn up to enough committee meetings to really warrant being a committee member, but they're very gracious and they've actually made me a committee member, so I thank them for that.
Being on the committee has so many positive aspects. Each point along the way, it's a 9-month process, I reckon, where you start from selecting it within the committee, trying to sort out what's going to work best for a group at large, and then just taking it to that whole development stage where it all, you present it to the actual group. and their excitement. So that's like one of those levels, you know, each time something new happens along the way, it just takes you to a whole nother level. And then at the end of the parade, it's just like, yeah, oh my God, it's all happened. So it's just really quite fantastic, just that whole staging process from concept to delivery, so yeah.
I got involved with Vic Presence through the fact that it was a dance group. It was a political group that said anybody, everybody, age, size, nationality, weight, size, height, you name it, it didn't matter. Men, women, we were your normal, average run-of-the-community type people. We weren't your out there or anything like that. But we'd go along and have a damn good time. I'd already done a Mardi Gras and I loved what I did. I've always been in a parade, but I saw Vic Presence as a comradeship, a way of getting to know more people. Just the whole thing, it was just something there. It had energy, it had vibe, it had, I'm going to get out there and have a good time, and that's why I did it, and that's why I've done it every year since.
I don't know if I would do anything different about the way Vic Presence was run. I think the way it was set up at the start, our approach to it, what we wanted out of it, the formula, everything for some reason seemed to work, and we just kept that and we built on it from the start until now, to the point where it's a very professional group.
Come back. The newbies are always fantastic. We love the newbies. We love the virginity taking.
So I'm very excited.
So you're a Mardi Gras virgin. Mardi Gras virgin. We have another one, Steve. Oh, I'm sitting between two virgins. Another virgin.
Am I excited? Yes.
I know Michael's a virgin.
I am. Actually, I did come once 21 years ago, but...
Oh, we got another virgin. God. Oh, a Mardi Gras
Big time
virgin.
virgin.
Oh, are we ready to lose our virginity?
Totally in 100%.
Well, happy Mardi Gras. All the best to losing your virginity.
Thank you very much.
For me, doing the interviews have just absolutely been amazing. Because I know quite a few of the people within the group and a lot of the people within the community, for me it's absolutely amazing. And I know a little bit of history about the people, so from each year taking it to that extra level, you know, I know if they've been with the group 3 years, 2 years, it's for me as an interviewer, it's a highlight of my Mardi Gras experience each and every year.
Hi, Stephen. It's so different from every year. It's wet, wet, wet. But there's still a lot of people around. They are supporting Mardi Gras. It's fantastic. I hope we have better year next year. But anyway, it should be okay. Not so hot.
Well, it just means we're not going to overheat in all the fantastic performance we're going to put on. We're going to be able to go longer and harder for the whole night, so to speak.
Woo, it's cold! It's a bit wet, but we're hoping it will clear up. We're staying dry at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, happy Mardi Gras. Enjoy the night.
Thank you. Thank you. Third year, can't stay away.
So the rain hasn't dampened your spirit yet, has it?
Never.
Fantastic.
Never, ever.
So, what do you think of this?
Oh, it is as exciting as always, absolutely.
And what's the vibe like in the
Where's
group
your
this year?
costume, Mr.
Hey,
Derek?
I'm gonna get it on, I'm still doing interviews. So what's the vibe like in the group?
In 2004 was when I came onto the committee, and I loved every second.
entertainment with a capital E, I tell you.
For me, musically, the best year would have to be the cowboy year, because I struggled personally with the song, but then when I heard what Chris had developed with the actual song and how it actually worked, it was just amazing.
Vic Presence will without doubt be the most spectacular group in the whole parade.
Are you from Victoria? They're the worst dressed here.
2005 last year was the Cowboys and Indians, and it really developed from just the coloured rose.
So Angie, what are you doing now?
I'm patting a gay man's ass, frighteningly.
Oh, Vic Presence is here. I thought it was the Sydney Swans.
The group is incredible and amazing and wonderful, and we love everybody and everything's fantastic. Well, in the past few years, I've gotten my music man, Adam Kalitzis, to mix the music for us. You know, he's a music producer that I've been working with for many years, and he's really wonderful at cutting the music the way I like it to be cut and the way that we decide it gets cut in the music room, you know. So we get into the studio and it's cut, and it's really done very professionally, and it's top notch. It's really, really done well.
You don't notice that you are wandering down Oxford Street with very little clothes on when you are in the group. After the first 5 minutes, you forget totally about that and just enjoy the reaction that you get from all of the crowd.
Sensational. The crowd went off, the weather was fantastic.
It couldn't get any better.
This is just amazing.
They had a lovely time.
Being involved in Vic Presence over the years has made a difference to me. It's allowed me to be creative, which I think we all crave for. I had a job that was mindless, and I got into Vic Presence, I think, out of frustration of not creating anything in my life. So, and I went to it like a duck to water, I suppose.
I have total autonomy over the choreography, and because they trust me, and that is an incredible thing. To do a job where somebody trusts you to do your job properly is a wonderful thing.
I've had a ball in the, particularly I think each year at the assembly point, although it's a long while we have to stand there, that's always been such a buzz and a party. It's been fantastic.
Vic Presence have won an award the last 3 years. We got Best Out of Town 3 years ago. We got a special commendation last year, and this year we got Best Dressed, which I think also means Best Presented Group in the Parade. And Mardi Gras were thrilled with us, and they've told us, like numerous occasions since Mardi Gras, that they were blown away by it.
This is the most important announcement. Am I a dickhead?
Yeah. You might answer that.
Look what just came in the door.
Yeah.
Okay, it says New Mardi Gras at the top, Best Dressed, Vic Presence Inc., Walk Like an Egyptian, Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras Parade 2006.
Walk like an Egyptian.
You're on camera now, smile.
Attack.
I think the confidence just comes from the fact that it's a parade and we have to actually practice outside. So as soon as you get out there, you know, it's designed so that there's no stress in your mind that, you know, oh goodness, now I have to get outside and do this choreography on the street, because it's designed to do that straight away. All the choreography is designed to be taken from the hall out into the streets. And everyone coming into the group understands that. This year's little time that I was in the front row was really exciting for me, and I was blown away that, you know, I was asked to be in the front row by the committee and everybody.
My breasts say to everybody, happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras, Vic Presence.
Happy Mardi Gras!
Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras! Happy Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras, big presents! Woo!
Oh, happy Mardi Gras to all of you!
Happy Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras, Vic Presence.
Happy Mardi Gras, everyone.
Happy Mardi Gras, everyone. Happy Mardi Gras.
Oh, happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras, Vic Presence.
Happy Mardi Gras!
Happy Mardi Gras, everyone!
Happy Mardi Gras, Vic Presence.
Hello, Vic Presence. Happy Mardi Gras on your 10th year, excuse me.
Did you hear that? Happy Mardi Gras, Vic Presence, on your 10th anniversary of marching in the parade. 1-2, 1-2.
Vic Presence make me a man that came out to the public and to be what I am, publicly, in the street, on the camera, to the world.
Just the inclusivity of it all. And that's what Vic Presence is all about.
It's been an absolute highlight of my year for the past 9 years.
I've met some wonderful people, and I know those friendships will continue and develop.
It really is such a great forum to just unleash your creativity. And people have it, they don't realise. I thought I just didn't have a creative bone in my body, and it's there.
Fantastic. Happy Mardi Gras.
Oh, happy Mardi Gras to you.
Walking like Egyptians.
I am, we are. And it's fabulous. I can't hear the music, but the crowd's screaming. Fantastic.
Enjoy. Happy Mardi Gras.
The reason we have a reunion each year, which turns out to be a pretty huge celebration, is to try to recreate some of the energy that we had on the night of Mardi Gras. It's a bit of a pity to have such a big, energetic group and it just sort of dissolved after the parade. So therefore, we have a reunion to generate more excitement, and hopefully the next year recruitment will be a little less difficult. So therefore, we have a party just to try to keep a few people and just to share a bit of that excitement one more time.
This is for the Every Gay Man's Dream Award, and the Oscar goes to Chris.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Okay, complete with big dick, dancing shoes and a bandana.
I thank the committee and everybody involved with the Vic Presence group for all their love and all their commitment towards me and their steadfastness. So I thank everybody for being just who they are.
This is for the only gay leather man with a mohawk who could really take off our Royal Anus the Queen award. And the Oscar goes to Derek.
I will be a part of it for the rest of my life in some form or fashion, in whatever way I can help behind the scenes. But as far as on the street, I hope to be, but we'll have to see.
This is for the gay man who loves being in women's underwear and knows bosom sizes at a glance award. And the Oscar goes to Les.
think that I've got from Vic Presence much more self-confidence, much more acceptance of being gay.
This is the gay man who has the ability to lift a dumbbell with his finger award. And the Oscar goes to Peter Griffiths.
Vic Presence has helped me very much as a person. It's given me confidence. It's given me the feeling that I am a part of a community. It lets me know that me as an individual, no matter how I look, what I do, or anything like that, I'm one of you and all of us, and we're out there. We're out.
Can we now ask Ian to please come forward? The things I've written in here, I can't remember. So he's going to need to open it so I can read it. Ian, please accept this on behalf of all Vic Presence members and the committee.
Thank you. Thank you.
May I take it
Yeah.
for a second? Okay, and this is what we wrote him. Dear Ian, our favourite seamstress, thank you for your time, commitment and dedication to Vic Presence Inc. 2006. It has been a delight for us all to watch your creation develop from concept to performance. Our outfits were simply awesome. You helped achieve the wow factor. Thank you for being our hero. With our love, hugs and admiration, all members and committee of Vic Presence Inc. 2006.
I'm very excited about being elected as the new president for Vic Presence. Yeah, I'm really excited.
So where do you see the group going from here? I mean, you know, this year was quite exciting. it's going to be hard to top that.
Well, being involved in the costumes this year and winning obviously the best dressed has been a real bonus for us. I believe that we can move further, bigger and better next year. I've got a great committee behind me, and I think that we can actually move forward and keep Vic Presence going in the standard that it's been in the past.
Now, he hates public appearance because that's why I'm always up here. But I'm sorry, Peter, I'm going to ask you to come forward, please. Okay, just like Ian, yeah, you need to open it for me. Thank you on behalf of all members of Vic Presence and the committee, Peter, for being our leader.
Thank you. Thank you, Anne.
Okay. Okay, and this is what we wrote in. Dear Peter, thank you so much for your visions and inspired leadership. Your commitment over the years has helped to give so many much happiness, memories we will all treasure. You're a wonderful power of example and a beautiful man. With our admiration, respect and love, all members and committee of Vic Presence Inc. 2006. Don't worry, Peter, I'll be right up your back passage.
Thank you all for coming, and as you know, I don't like public speaking, but it's been a sensational year. Ian and his new committee will do a fantastic job, and I've just loved every minute of the last 10 years, and I'll be dancing next 10 years, well, maybe the next 10 years, the next year. And thank you to Angie too for really running the show as well. So thanks all for coming.
I think I've met hundreds of people over the 10 years, and I think that's something I would recommend people join a group like this just to meet really interesting new people and diverse people, and it's just wonderful.